So the third yama, or restraint, is ASTEYA, which means non-stealing. So stealing compromises your character, and it shows a lack of willpower and integrity. Stealing, non-stealing, I should say, just like non-harming, is a negative virtue. And there's two parts to it. There's desiring what's not yours and that you have not earned. And there's also when you physically act on that, regardless of societal norms, laws, and just general respect for other people and their resources. So just like non-harming, you can practice non-stealing by taking non-action, which is this practice to strengthen your willpower, and it disciplines your mind and affirms your character. That's just the first step, because there's also this coveting piece of non-stealing that we have to address. But first we have to address the action. So there's this cultural image painted in my mind, and where I learned not to steal. So I have this vivid image of an adult telling me not to take a candy bar or something minor from a convenience store. But they're telling me that only after I revealed that I did take something. Then, of course, the adult kind of guides you back to the convenience store, where you wait in line for the cashier's attention, and you take ownership of the theft. The cashier then accepts whatever it is that you stole and looks on with this controlled disdain, and ultimately accepts your apology. And that's when you learn non-stealing. So I don't believe that actually ever happened to me. But this scene plays out in my life, in my upbringing, through movies and television, which is a sufficient surrogate teacher for that kind of lesson. However, that's where the lesson of ASTEYA kind of ends in our culture. And as I reflect on my life, don't steal candy bars is an insufficient lesson. So, I mean, after all, stealing candy bars, or I guess stealing in general, isn't limited to stealing candy bars or shoplifting or material goods in general. In order to really understand taking something that is not yours beyond that childhood lesson, we have to look beyond the material objects and apply non-stealing to a broader aspect of resources. So first is contributions or recognition. So we have to be able to recognize other people's contributions to things. Another one would be their time, and having respect for the use of other people's time. A third would be to allow other people's attention, so their attention is the key, to remain where it's most appropriate and effective. So if we can address these three things in our actions, then maybe we can then dive a little bit deeper to find the desire. So the actions to take are to look at how we respect other people's time and their attention and how they contribute and give them recognition for it. And then beyond that, then we can start looking at the deeper layers of our mind, where we can get into the desire that drives us to steal or take.